What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over and talking about what beginners in MyTEAM need to know or need to be grinding on this game. Now, this is going to be a very beginner level video. So if you are advanced on this game or know what you're doing 100% on this game, just being honest, this video probably is not going to be for you. This is going to be for the people that got the game for free or just have started playing MyTEAM and are confused about like how things work. So for example, they're confused about, okay, Ty, what are these downtown challenges? I get 100 overall premium pack shatter piece. What does that mean? What does it mean for me to get this splash zone exchange? What is this showdown streak? What are these daily upgrades? All of these things I'm going to be talking about. Basically, what's worth doing. We're going to be giving you my top 5 things you need to be grinding. Thing number 1, the most important thing on this game is achieving gold rep tier. Why? If you achieve gold rep tier, it unlocks the auction house. Now, unlocking the auction house, unlocks all your opportunities to pick up super good, super cheap cards, without having to open packs. So, for example, if you just got the game, basically all you got to do to get gold rep is play the game, and as you play a game, your rep increases. So just the more you play, the more your rep's gonna increase. Once you do get to gold rep, you unlock the auction house. Now again, some really good cards that you guys can pick up for cheap. For example, Exhibit A, be like a Josh Childress card. Card is so good, and again, can carry you through the early stages of building your squad. But again, it's going to be way easier to get Josh Childress while unlocking the auction house. Now, what would I recommend doing to unlock the auction house? Well, I just recommend going into, and we'll talk about what these splash zone challenges are later, but just go and grind these splash zone challenges in breakout. And I know you got to go into a triple threat game eventually, but grind these out while trying to unlock the auction house. That's what I would recommend first and foremost on this game. Or you can go into, again, what I'm about to talk about in a second, which is the Spotlight Sim grind. The next point I want to make is each and every season that you play this game, try to hit level 40. Your best rewards each and every season so far in this game have been your level 40 reward. Now, again, should you buy the Pro Pass Hall of Fame Pass? If you're wondering what that is, basically gives you the top level rewards. It's not a bad value. It's probably, if you're going to spend money in MyTEAM, I do recommend buying the Pro Pass. However, if you're not trying to spend money, I didn't get the Pro Pass this season. I don't think there's a ton with it. You don't need to. But at the end of it, at the end of each and every season, you do get the level 40 reward. This season, it is Invincible Paul George. A lot of people don't necessarily love. I think Paul George is extremely good on this game. Meanwhile, if you get level 40 along the way, you will get a Dark Matter option pack. You will get, a bunch of Ascension picks. You'll get some MT. You'll get Willis Reed. You'll get some really solid cards along the way. So, how do you grind? How do you get level 40? By, again, similar to MyTEAM rep, just playing the game. You will, along the road, unlock these double XP coins, in which if you use them, you're going to get double XP for that certain time period. Now, something about double XP a lot of people don't know is if you have 1 or 2 minutes left, I'd recommend going into a domination game because that game will still give you the double XP kind of boost. And if you have 1 or 2 minutes left, you're getting a lot more XP by playing a domination game for that compared to a breakout game. My third thing I'd recommend beginners doing is starting on this NBA playoff Spotlight Sim grind. Now, we will get 100 overalls from the Thunder and Pacers come tomorrow, and at the time you guys are seeing this video, they may already be in the game. But I would recommend grinding these at least out for the cards you want. So for example, I like Rudy Gobert. I like Alex Caruso. If you get those 2 cards, you're going to be moving and grooving. But more specifically, when the 100 overalls come out, stay up to date on it because you never know. If Oklahoma City does win the championship, you could see an Invincible Shea. You could see an Invincible Chet. 2 cards that could be absolutely ideal, absolutely elite. These grinds are super easy, super beginner level, and like I've mentioned, they're not super difficult. So for example, if you want Rudy Gobert, you gotta see all of the cards you need. So you need Moses Moody, you need Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, and those are the cards you need. So how do you get Anthony Edwards? How do you get Jaden McDaniels? Well, for Jaden McDaniels, you gotta use LeBron James. You gotta use Anthony Edwards. So you need to grind for LeBron James. and Anthony Edwards. Well, I've already grinded for LeBron James. Now, I would just have to go and grind for Anthony Edwards. Then I'd be able to get Jaden McDaniels and then be able to go get Rudy Gobert. So don't think you've got to grind all of these challenges. You are going to have to grind a few of the challenges, though, to make things work. And like I said, I need to have Moses Moody as well. Well, how do you go and get Moses Moody? For Moses Moody, you got to have Jalen Green as well as Steph Curry. So I think you'd have to grind, I don't know, 5 of these things to ultimately be able to get it done. But again, don't think you got to go in order to grind them out. As you are going to grind these things out, you're going to get closer towards level 40. You're going to get your MyTEAM rep to unlock the auction house. So if you really just want to start by grinding these things out on the game, that's not a bad situation either, right? I'd really start, by grinding this or domination to really make things happen. The next point I want to make is, and this, a lot of people are going to give me pushback on this, but do your exhibitions. As your MyTEAM rep goes up, you're going to unlock more and better exhibitions eventually, right? It doesn't really happen for a while, but as you do go up the rankings, you do get better and better exhibitions. But the beginner exhibitions are still worth doing. Now, to do your exhibitions, you're going to need some different cards, some more cards. And so again, the more cards you unlock in the future, a lot of them will be unsellable, the better off you're going to be. But what are exhibitions? Basically, it allows you to get things for free. So for example, if I'm not using certain cards, especially the unsellable ones, it allows them to be locked in for something that is usable. So sometimes exhibitions will give you MT, they'll give you badge packs, they'll give you shoe packs, they'll give you, different things. But it is definitely worth doing. Now, they reset each and every day. And so every day, whether you do it at the start of your day, loading up the game, or the end of it, do your exhibitions. It seems like such a small thing, but just scroll through your exhibitions and any cards that are not in your lineup, see, can I plug them into your exhibitions and are they worth it? For me, like I said, I do my exhibitions literally every day and I've got 4 million MT. So people are probably clowning me, but again, you might as well do them. They're absolutely free to do. They're not difficult. The 5th thing I would recommend focusing on is figure out what you are wanting to grind on a weekly basis. So, are you good at the game or are you not good at the game? It's the first question I would ask. Because if you're good at the game, each and every Sunday, or Sunday mainly, 2K releases these park win streaks. So for example, I'll bring up basically this most recent park win streak so you guys can see exactly what this looks like. So if you go in here, you guys can see, and I'll put it up on screen, this was the most recent Sunday win streak. You guys can see available Sunday 8 a.m. Pacific time through Monday 8 a.m. Pacific time. Basically, you got a Splash Zone pack, Splash Zone Galaxy Hope or above, as well as a GOAT event card. Now, we'll explain the events here in a second. But basically, how it works, the best way to use the event cards is to downgrade the event cards into MT. So basically, if you get a GOAT card, you're going to use the GOAT card to get 2 Invincibles. You're going to use those 2 Invincibles. So you're going to exchange the GOAT card to get 2 Invincibles. Use 2 Invincibles to get 300 overalls. 300 overalls get you however many Dark Matters. Downgrade them all the way to diamonds, and then you're going to, use those diamonds, or use your pink diamonds to downgrade to diamonds. And then basically after you do all of them, I'm not going to do all of them, but do all of them, you're basically going to quick sell them. Just get you easy free MT. So for example, if you grinded this most recent one, you earn like 150,000 MT just from getting that GOAT event card. Now, again, I wouldn't worry a ton about the exchange events. They're so expensive if you want the top dogs. Just try to, in my opinion, the 10 box might be worth it for you guys. Like even for myself, I might go and do the 10 box. But outside of that, there's just not a whole lot that is worth it. So I downgrade, get your MT, and keep moving forward is kind of the way I would recommend doing things for you guys. But weekly, right? What else happens weekly? Well, weekly, you are going to get the downtown challenges. Every Tuesday, these drop. They're super easy challenges, right? And I honestly would recommend it. You're going to have to grind 6 weeks of these challenges to get ultimately 100 overall at the end of it. But again, there's not a whole ton to grind during the season, so I would recommend grinding these downtown challenges each and every week. Stay up to date. At the end of it, you will get 100 overall. Another weekly challenges. On Friday, you will get a new set, right? This past Fridays with Splash Zone, you grind these things out. It took me just over an hour to do. you get this Splash Zone event card. Now, what do you do with this event card? Well, you go here into the exchange, you go into Season 7. I've already locked it in, but right by this Splash Zone 97 overall, it will say Splash Zone 10 bucks. That's the one you're going to want. You're going to want to exchange that event card for the 10 bucks. Obviously, again, you guys can see how it works for the 97 plus. You don't want the 97 plus. You want the 10 bucks. That is what I would exchange it for. And honestly, this grind every Friday, as well as the triple threat win streak, is the thing I would recommend doing the most, right? Those are the two most important things that you can do. Weekly challenges do come out every Wednesday. I grind them out. I would try to, especially if there's something you really want, stay up to date on that. But for me, again, the park win streak, if you are good at the game, as well as the Friday for the 10 bucks, are the two things that I would recommend grinding the most. So realistically, right now in this game, there is, some things for no money spent players to grind. The main thing is, again, get that auction house unlocked. Slowly grind your way to level 40. Again, I'm not doing it in any hurry. And if you're just starting the game now, it's probably going to be tough to do with only 24 days left. You can do it, though. Spotlight grind, I think, is fine, especially if you end up getting good 100 overalls, good invincibles. Exhibitions, I just stay up to date with. And then do your weekly grinds. Outside of that, again, play the game for fun. That's one of the most important things I always hit on. So if you don't even want to grind certain things and just want to play, online, play Showdown. If you want to play offline, domination is what I'd recommend. Breakout is so confusing, guys, so I'm not even going to try to break it down. But yeah, the game it's fine, but focus more on the challenges than anything else. That's going to wrap it up for our video. Let me know your thoughts on it. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.